Hey, how's it going? It's John Kraus. Thanks for hanging out for the 1 minute intro. This is quite a big deal for me. It's really about my second time ever downhill skating in the rain, and it's been so difficult. Really, I don't have the experience, but really, the whole session at the beginning of the video really just shows another hill that's right next to this one. They basically form like an L, and then once I got warmed up, again, there's a lot of things I do that I don't always post, but I do practice confidence. So I spent maybe a good 2-3 hours at another hill getting warmed up. Didn't really expect it to rain, and I was actually gonna pack it in for the day. I'm like, you know what, I'll just give it a try. And then it was just sprinkling back and forth, probably 2 or 3 times throughout the session. And I really only planned for a couple hours, and then I was like, I'll stay a little bit. It was on Sunday. So it was so much fun. I learned so much, and I originally went out there to really test my skill or my confidence on the orangutans. They're an 86A duro, and typically for those are hard for me to steer. I've had some good wipeouts. And then as I started warming up on this hill, and it was wet, I had a really, really hard time going like 10 feet. So like, you know what, I'll go back to the Sector 9 butterballs. I just focused on just doing some Colemans and just did kind of like what I would consider sprints and just repetition. It's kind of like mindless repetition. Don't think about it. In the end, these little short bursts really help build my confidence. And I don't know, easily probably 40 or 50 of them, multiple directions. And then as I was getting tired, I was like, you know what? I've always wanted to try a toe slide. Let's see what I can do. And I was just, oh my God, it was just crazy. A lot of times our mental obstacles were like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. And in the past, when I was on Alva Road in San Diego with my buddy Billy, I was really nervous about touching rail or in the toe side, because historically I don't have the discipline to not pull hard. So because I was actually turning to the right and it was kind of slippery, I just leaned a little bit into the hill and I barely touched the toe, and then this happened.
Oh my God, this is legit.
So it was really cool. And then I just kept practicing. I mean, it was just an awesome session. And I think the big takeaway was just practice. It's just repetition. I've heard a lot of times.
Oh my God.
You just do it. You don't really think too much about it. Just repetition builds confidence. And then the rain. Now I have a total respect for rain now. And it was so easy. I've heard a lot about how easy it is, much easier to slide in the rain. It is so true. And as I built more confidence, I just kept going higher and higher, and it was awesome. And by the time I was done, it was dark. So, but thanks for letting me babble a little bit, but really appreciate everyone that makes comments. And this is an amazing session, and grateful I stayed with it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you.